in light of how difficult this is going to be, I'll let you know what I do. I'm not going to try to record because the camera's in the way. So I'm going to work on that top bolt, which is the one that they said is a pain to get to. We'll find out what happens. The EGR valve is down in that corner, way back there, behind everything. You can try going from underneath, but most people recommend that you go at it from here. However, the inner well is there, and it's attached by a couple 10mm bolts up here and up there, and then the fender itself is attached to the fender flare with these little one-time use studs. Now, if you have extra studs, you can just pull that off. But what I have is I have replacements for these right down there. So I'm going to take the fender off, and then I'll just replace those if I break any and put my fender back on. So let's try it. Old EGR valve. Tools. 1/4" drive, 8mm. It's for the bolts on the pipe, top and bottom. 10mm, 3/4 drive, shallow, 10mm, 1/4 drive, deep, and somewhere I had a 13 that I used. I used several odd shaped picks to try to get the detent pushed on the wire connector. I used some needle nose pliers, and the most useful tool was a small ratcheting ratchet. That helped me to be able to undo the bolt. And lastly, deep well 10mm for the 3/8 drive. Those are the tools. Taking the bumper, the fenders off made it easier. 2. That's 5, and 5 will do it. So to get your fender off, there's going to be 5 bolts that are 10mm. One's here, one's here, one's here, one's through this hole that mounts up into there. That one's you can't see. And then there's one that's right here that goes through the side. So there's 1 horizontal, and there is 4 vertical. Then your fender can come down, and you don't have to worry about undoing those one-time things. Here, got a nice little tag on my wiring harness. And then back there is the part that I want to get to, up in there. A lot easier than taking apart. These you can get on Amazon relatively cheap, and then you can reattach your fender with them. Or if you're going to change your fender flares, this is a perfect time to do it. Once your fender's out of the way, you have easier access. Now there's a 10mm bolt on the back side of the EGR valve that's a little fun to get to. Hopefully you got a shorty ratcheting socket. I believe they're 10mm. We'll find out. Get these 2 bolts off, and then there's one right here, and then there's another one that's going to be really hard to get to. Let's see. Yeah, 8mm. That's the second one. So I got my 10mm on there, but it's acting really tight. Yeah, I had to get in there with a ratchet. Not only is it way up there, but it's almost impossible to get a wrench on it. Okay, so that's all but one more bolt to come out. And I am told that if you push on the top, you're gonna break that bolt loose because it's attached down there. I took this pipe off on the top of the valve cover, and that allowed me to move it to the side. I stuck a socket extension into this hole and moved it, and that allowed me to loosen this up and unthread that last bolt. And there you go. The part is out. This one's pretty easy to get to. This one, it was tight, and so as it was, this one came off, and then when this one was on, I actually reached in and pushed the assembly that way, and that loosened the bolt by giving me a little bit of torque, and that made it easy to break it free right there, because there is a lot of surface attached because of the type of nut that they do. Then slowly we backed it out. You can see the inside's not too bad. The new kit does come with gaskets. However, the next big thing was that stupid red clip on top of this that you have to slide toward the firewall. There's like these little nubs sticking out, and then there's a little flange. You have to use a pick or something and free it up. I had to actually put WD-40 on. Then there's a detent that you have to push right about here that lifts right here, like this. So this is what you got sticking out there. Kit came with a new bolts, new set of gaskets, and this is the valve. New EGR valve. Nice and clean. Gonna put it up in there. Well, I thought I'd be done already, but that little red clip took a little longer. Then Randy came home, and it's National Pizza Day, so she had to stop and get pizza. Now, stuffed with pizza, I gotta crawl back down under there and put the EGR valve on back up in here. That's where it goes, and that's the little clip. Let's get to it. This is near impossible, but it's possible. Okay, I started by putting the bottom bolt in with the gasket, and once I got the bottom bolt in to a certain point, I was able to thread the top bolt. It's hard to hold it against the block while you're trying to put the screws in at the same time. That's the difficult thing. But somehow we managed to get it started. Now I got to get to that almost impossible bolt back here. My tires are so big that I don't have room to tuck myself between the tire and the wheel well. Everything that you do will be done with one hand. So it's a chore. Get that air intake back in. Now I gotta get the gasket on there without dropping the bolt. Okay. By the way, this gasket has those weird shaped holes. Some people said drill them out, but what those holes do is they hold the bolts in. Once you finally get them started, you just gotta tighten them down. Don't over tighten it. It is pot metal. And now for the biggest test. Will it start? Look at the motor. go.